What's up guys, this is Jay and welcome to a guide on 646 and 718 the Blazing Peak. So the skip for this first part, you don't actually have to pull aggro on anything as the tank, but I guess if you choose to, if you're the tank, you can just go left and go all the way to the portal. But for this skip, no one actually has to dive if everyone just follows the path I'm about to take. These ads won't attack you because they're busy attacking the NPC, so there's only two ads you have to worry about. The one I'm targeting right now, you want to wait for it to patrol to the left and then proceed on. I see a lot of people fail at the group you see to the right. They end up pulling that group. Just make sure you're closer to the left than to the right. For this ad, I recommend just sleeping him so that you can just go straight to the portal. If someone does pull the group to the right, just let them die and run through the portal and res them afterwards. So for this part, the tank should talk to the guy that I'm pointing at, and everyone else should go behind that pillar that you see my party members are at. If you're the tank, run to the pillar, use a taunt if you need to, because the NPCs are hitting these. You might lose aggro, like you see that stray one right there. Go ahead and AoE and kill them all. So I recommend you, if you're the tank, to stand right here to the left side, close to the corner, and wait for the ads to all run all the way over here before you start AoEing. Just keep doing this until the boss spawns. So for this boss, the 718 and 646 version is exactly the same. The only difference is he summons one more mob. It's a little flying demon that spawns about right here. Just kill that along with all the skeletons. You can see that the skeletons are spawned right now. They will attempt to reach the center object. If they do, they become faster and they will do a lot more damage. For as long as the skeletons are still alive, the boss will have a shield that reduces damage by a lot. So even if the boss has, let's say, 10k HP, you should still kill the skeletons because you're not going to be able to kill the boss. That shield is very strong. The boss also has an Aoe attack. You can see that she's about to cast it right now. You see that circle? She jumps on it and does damage to whoever's in that circle. You can see that she's about to CC a random party member, and you can see that they're in a purple sphere. The DPS should help kill the purple sphere. If you don't kill it fast enough, most likely the boss is gonna do her AoE jump skill and use it on the purple circle, like you're about to see her do right now. She has a interruptible AoE skill that you're about to see her cast. Interrupt it. This should be the tank's job, but if she jumps away and the tank is too far away to interrupt it, someone else should interrupt it. If the boss is successful in casting that AoE, everyone will die. It is a one-shot in both the 646 and 718 version. It will kill everyone in one hit. The reason why this is the tank's job is because the boss might summon skeletons and the DPS might be occupied with killing the skeletons. So the tank should just stay on the boss and interrupt her if she does the skill. Like I said, even if the boss looks like she's about to die, if she summons the skeletons, kill the skeletons first. Because as you can see, you do almost no damage to the boss. The skeletons need to die first, or you're just not going to kill her. And you're going to have 4 buffed up skeletons who actually do quite a bit of damage. If all 4 of them and the boss is attacking the tank, your tank might just die. Now skipping in this dungeon is actually pretty easy and obvious. You want to just follow the path I'm taking. Up here you don't have to pull the group on the right, but I guess you should because your party members just might not realize it and pull it. And these fireballs are actually pretty easy to dodge. You just have to walk in a straight line like I just did right there. If you get hit, you're probably gonna lose half your HP like you see my rogue friend there just do. If you're the tank and your party members still need time to catch up, you can run over here to the left all the way to the blue portal. So for these two bosses, I recommend you start with the melee boss. Keep in mind he has a melee swing skill. If you stand behind him, you won't get hit, so just don't stand in front of him. The mage has a interruptible skill like the one you see right now, interrupt it. It should be obvious that if there's a red circle under the boss, it's immune to all damage, so you should switch targets. If you're the tank, you should always pull the boss towards your DPS members, because you don't want your melee DPS members to walk all the way around the circle just to get to the boss. The melee boss can also pick a random target, and he does this huge cone AoE. The marked members should try to get to the other side of the boss. It's pretty hard to dodge, so be ready to use a potion or a scroll. The mage is actually the one that casts the spell that forces everyone to stack, like you see us scrambling to try to stack right now. Right now you see two of us linked. You want to row away from each other, or you'll take constant damage and probably kill each other. Keep in mind that the mage can target random people with his skill shot, so heal yourself. At some point an ad might spawn, just go ahead and kill it first before you start attacking the boss again. And finally, when both bosses are on low health, they will both be damageable. Go ahead and kill the melee, and then kill the mage. This next part for skipping, you want to stick to the left side. You might need help from your group members, a mage or guardian, to decurse you, because these archer have a slow skill that's a curse that can be removed by a mage or a guardian. Like you see right now, I'm slowed, and my party member helped me remove it. As always, have your soul skill ready for, if you get stunned or slowed, so you can just pop it, and you would be immune to all slows and stuns for 4 seconds. If you're the tank, you can die anywhere along this path before this mob you see in front of us. Just make sure your group members are caught up to you. Go ahead and kill this mob, because the portal to the last boss is locked unless you kill it. So if you're the tank, you want to save your AoE taunt, because the boss will summon ads like he's doing right now. You want to wait for all the ads to come together before you use your taunt, and then always interrupt first before you use your other AoE skills. 3 party members need to interrupt him when the game tells you to block. The boss will always cast his 3 block skill after he summons the ads. So when the boss orders these soldiers to advance, make sure you're not standing in their path, or you're gonna get hit for a ton of damage and knocked back. Also, if too many of these ads are still alive, the boss will eventually absorb them, and it will give him a shield. You can see him trying to absorb that last ad right now. 1 ad is fine, it doesn't really give him that much of a big shield. Keep in mind that if you haven't interrupted the skill, you will remain slowed. Eventually, he'll summon a fireball called Smoldering Seed. You don't have to kill it, but if it's right on top of the boss next to the melee, you should kill it. If you don't destroy it in time, it will summon a big red fire circle that will deal a ton of damage. If it spawns in a place like this, just get out of the way and let the circle spawn, and just don't stand there. Lastly, he has this earthquake skill. You have to jump at the last second to avoid it. Our group was lucky and we killed him before he actually did it. If you jump too late or too early, it will deal a ton of damage to you and knock you back. That is it for 646 and 718, the Blazing Peak. This has been Jay, and thanks for watching. Enjoy your dungeons.